All right. So we got Defiance here.
Yes, we do.
And I'm going to take a backseat on this whole thing. Rob, big fan of Defiance. He's going to tell us. He's going to actually review Defiance right now for us.
Well, yeah.
Using his great improvisational skills. Improvisation.
You had it right the first time. And then
improvising skills, yeah.
I think it was improvisation. Well,
yeah, see?
Look, we don't have a script, is what we're trying to say. But we're going to give you a very solid review of Defiance. That's what we're going to do. All right?
Let's call this off the dome review.
Yeah, off the dome review. Coming at you live. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so do you know what this is? Like, what kind of game this is?
This is Defiance, yes.
But do you know
this is the third-person shooter MMO.
Yes.
MMORPG.
Yes. As far as I know, it's one of the first of its kind. If there have been others, they haven't been successful because I haven't heard about them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it hasn't been others.
Yeah. So do you know, you've played Borderlands before, right?
Mm-hmm. And I love Borderlands dearly.
Yes. And for anyone that does love Borderlands, this game is essentially Borderlands plus way more people. Like you can, it's massive. It's an MMO, massively multiplayer online RPG, third person shooter, and it flawlessly combines elements of both to create a phenomenal game. So I guess first we'll talk about the story. Right?
Yeah, story is important.
So one cool thing about this game is they're actually creating a TV show that's based on the game.
Didn't it debut already?
No, it's on the 15th.
Oh, okay, of this month. I know it's coming up, though.
Well, yeah, it's coming up soon. I'm not sure if the 15th is the exact date, but it's soon.
Yeah.
It's like sometime in the middle of the month of April. Mm-hmm. And they just the simple fact that they have a TV show based on the game environment, you know the story is solid. Just like The Walking Dead, how they had this sort of two parallels.
That's true.
The story,
because usually the red flag would be if the game has a TV show, you stick away from the game.
Right.
Or a movie.
Right. Yeah, right. If the game comes after the movie, it's usually bad. But this time, the show is coming after the game, and it's
we got something good here.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. So the stories are linked together, but they're not exactly the same. But one cool thing about it is you can actually, there are a few quests in there now that are based on the characters in the TV show, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, but the story, it takes place in the near future. It's on Earth. It's a sci-fi shooter kind of genre-y thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like the game starts off, you're on this big thing called the Stratocarrier, and you crash land, and you have to look for your boss, and he's a scientist he was holding a really valuable piece of technology, and you have to find him, and the story branches out from there. Okay. I'm not going to spoil any of it for you.
Yeah. Spoilers,
but it's a mystery thing, you know. You're solving it.
I see.
And it's very interesting.
And you learn about the universe and the whole world, because that's what it is.
Like right. The game, not like the whole universe.
No,
this is not Star Trek sci-fi.
The universe of the game is what I meant.
Right,
I'm sorry.
Right, yes. But I guess what's next? Gameplay, right?
Gameplay? Let's talk about the gameplay for a second.
Well, the gameplay, like I said before, they seamlessly blended third-person shooter action with an MMO. So when you think about an MMO, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Lots of people, quests, side quests, dungeons.
There you go. Well, I said the first thing, but keep listening. Keep going. Keep listening.
Classes, and that's really much it. It's pretty much
all of that stuff is in Defiance. There are quests, and there are dungeons. There are side quests. There's loot.
Loot is a big thing. I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, like if you like MMOs, all of the things that you like about MMOs are in Defiance. You're gonna find loot. You're gonna look for parties. You're gonna do all that shit. You're gonna do meaningless side quests. All of that shit is in there. You're gonna do everything you love and hate
PvP,
about MMOs.
Of course, being the big one.
Right. PvP. We'll talk about it more in depth later. But on the other side of the game, it's okay. There's a fire truck outside. We've been getting interrupted by fire trucks all day today. I don't give a fuck. Anyway.
Yep.
So you have the MMO elements, and then you have the third-person shooter elements. And literally, if you're bad at third-person shooters, you're kind of gonna be bad at this game.
And that speaks volumes for the game.
And it means a lot.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna feel turned off. like me, I've never been the best at third person shooters. Like I played Gears, I was always in like third place on the leaderboards. And it just wasn't my thing. But I don't feel left out in Defiance. Like I feel like whenever I play in a group, I feel like I can hold my own.
You're an integral part of something.
Right, right, exactly, and that feels good, you know.
Yeah,
so,
I imagine so.
Seamless combination of MMO elements and RPG and third person shooter elements. Excuse me. So what the fuck is next? So I guess should I talk about solo gameplay?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's you shouldn't play. No, people play MMOs by themselves all the time. So
yeah.
let's talk about how the solo gameplay is for a second.
Okay, so the interesting thing about the game, although it is a massively multiplayer online RPG, you do spend some time playing by yourself. And the crazy thing about it is when you play by yourself, it feels like you're playing a strong single player game for the most part. Like you never feel
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
I like whenever I've been playing solo, I haven't been like, oh, I wish I had a party right now because I'm lonely. It's been like, okay, I'm the lone adventurer right now. I'm going balls to the wall, and I'm about to face roll all these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
and I'm going like I never felt bad when I was playing by myself.
Like the crazy thing about it, from what I see, is the fact that when you specialize in something else, like this is a MMO. And then when you bring it, when your single player plays exactly like a single player, any single player that's released for the Xbox or PS3,
right.
that was meant to only be single player, you got something there when you nail both sides.
Right, exactly. So I guess that was a good segue to talk about the group play.
Yeah.
So like all of the elements of the game are pretty seamlessly blended together. If you're like my favorite example of this is if you're doing a quest by yourself and somebody walks up to you and they're doing the same quest as you guys both get credit for completing the same objectives. So you don't necessarily have to worry about, oh, now I got to invite this guy to my party. You can just stand next to someone and complete the same quest at the same time. And you guys are participating together that way, as opposed to, oh, I have to invite this guy in order for us both to get the credit. But you can it's just like walking in the street and you're like, hey, you going this way? Yeah, I'm going that way. So fuck it, let's go together. Whatever. That's basically what it is. It's very fluid.
How is like one quick question, like if you're in the midst of killing somebody and somebody comes in and take the kill,
the EXP is shared. So if they take like one shot on a dude,
they're only gonna get
like
one shot of credit. Okay.
Yeah. It's not like you can just kill steal people and just farm all their EXP
that creates a better community than people
don't steal my mobs, man.
Yeah,
it's mine. I got here first. But no,
a much more friendlier environment.
Exactly. But what's next? Well, I guess PvP. No, group dungeon matchmaking. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Matchmaking. They did something cool with this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's real cool. Check this out.
Yeah.
You know how like MMOs usually have a dungeon finder option?
Yeah.
Well, essentially, they did that for the dungeons and the PvP in this game. So it's almost like what you do is you go into your menus and then you click on the matchmaking tab and you can select either co-op or I think the tab is called PvP, but it'll be on the screen. and you just select it, and you select the arena you want to go to, or you select the dungeon you want to go to, and then it just finds people for you, and then you can go about playing the story mode and the quest and all that while it's matching for you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's seamless.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
and then once you're done, you go right back to what you were doing.
Yeah. I mean, there is potential for. They give you this warning that when you start an arena match or you start a dungeon, that your quest progress might be skewed or lost if you're on a side mission or whatever. But you can just go pick it up again.
Yeah,
it's no problem. It's nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really simple system to navigate. You know, I was excited when I started navigating the system.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I was very excited about it. So what else is I guess the features, right? We're gonna talk about the features of the game.
All right.
Yeah, right.
So how about talk about the features?
Yeah, right. So
tell me about the features.
So In Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
They let you tweak your guns a little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah, you got like
silencers and
one or
stuff.
two attachments you can put on, yeah, shit like that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, guess what? They
What?
got fucking attachments in this motherfucker too, right?
Is that so?
So here's the deal. It's an MMO, right? So you got loot, right? So let's say you see a fucking assault rifle on the floor. You pick it up. You loot the assault rifle. On that assault rifle, you have a list of modifications that you can equip to that assault rifle. And then you can go out and do some quests or go to the shop and you can buy modifications or find them for your gun, equip it, and it gives you gun stat bonus.
Does each and every assault rifle have different type of modifications you can put on it?
Yes and no. It's like there's a set few types of modifications, like a crit modifier and
Okay.
and a bloom reducer and stuff like that. But each gun doesn't have every mod unlocked on it. Like you can't put a stock and a silencer and a whatever. You can't put like 5 different attachments on the same gun
I got you.
all the time. I think if it's a certain rarity, you can put all of them. But if it's green, you can only put 1. But if it's purple, you can put 5. Or whatever. It's something like that. But it's a cool system. It's a very cool system. And you know the loadout system, right? For every fucking shooter nowadays.
Literally.
There are loadouts in this game because it is. The thing is, you can't call it an MMO or a shooter because it does both so well. So you have, like, while you're running around, you start off with 2 loadouts and you can unlock, I think 5. I think 5. It'll be up on the screen if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I think you can have 5 when you're max level, and you can really tweak them to your preferred playstyle. Like if you like to do shoddy sniper, make a fucking shoddy sniper.
Oh, that's cool.
If you like to do if you want 2 shotguns in your loadout, you can do that.
Yeah.
And then you just go from there.
That's cool.
You just go from there. And then you can customize your character too.
Well, that's with any MMO.
Yeah, I mean, like the one thing I will say, the character customization is not crazy. It's not like Ion where you can give yourself a giant head.
Yeah,
but you get like 7 options for like the ears and the nose and all that stuff.
You can make yourself distinctive.
Yeah, exactly. And just for the record, there is a hair option, but I couldn't find it when I was making my character.
So this is the number 1 hair.
Yes, this is. Yeah, my character has number 1 hair, but everything else is different. But I've grown fond of it after like it's been about a week that I've played it, so it's I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I guess last thing I'll say about the features, they have cool costumes that you can unlock to make your character look different. I mean, there's a set number of it's like everybody's not gonna have a unique costume. This isn't like the real world, but there are a few costumes that you can choose from. So if one day you want to look like a soldier, and then tomorrow you want to look like a fucking miner.
It's all for aesthetics. And
that's
cool.
That's an aesthetic thing. So you can have fun with your character. You can put on a baseball hat. You can put on a fucking hood. Whatever you want to do. So just from watching it and hearing about it, what do you think of the game so far?
I like the game a lot. Just it seems to like I only played Borderlands 1. I heard 2 that have expanded on this, but Borderlands 1 was kind of lacking with its skill trees in a few aspects. But other than that, I did love Borderlands. I love the idea of guns, there being millions of guns to collect, having the RPG aspect just with guns in them. Now, Borderlands was only 4-player co-op, which is something I always wished it was MMO. You could throw in a whole lot more people in there. So this game is almost like the direct answer to that. Even from everything from like the HUD to the guns, how the numbers even come up just reminds me of Borderlands. And it looks really good, honestly, from everything that you've told us, I should say.
Yeah.
And from everything that I've seen, I see no reason why not to buy this game. Even if it's not perfect now by a lot of people's standards, I'm pretty sure it can be made perfect.
Right, they do updates. It's
And keep in mind also, like you said, this is just buy to play, no monthly fee.
Right, it's $60.
So it's the equivalent of even buying,
a regular
console game or any other game.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
Graphics look pretty good for what it does. Also, at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have all my settings at max, but the game the environments are beautiful. And one thing I will say, the running animation is a little clunky.
I can get over that
But
quickly.
yeah, I got over it in like 5. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't care. This game
I'm
is
not.
the shit.
Yeah, I'm not nitpicky like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The game is fun enough that I'm not like, yo, I can't look at this.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we missed a few things.
No, well,
but
off the dome.
I think these are off the dome reviews, and that's how all reviews should be. So I think we covered, or I think I covered most of the basics of the game. It's a third-person shooter, MMO, seamlessly blended together. It's a lot of fun. If you like shooters, you'll have a lot of fun just kind of going through the story of the game. You don't even have to worry about collecting stuff. You can really just gun your way through till the end.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And if you like MMOs, you'll love just collecting stuff and doing every single side quest on your way to the finish line. So and if you like both, you're in even better luck because you can gun your way through all the side quests and all the other random.
I think this is actually going to start becoming like a new thing. Just I don't know if any other game has done it prior to Borderlands, but definitely using bringing guns to the sense of the MMO world,
right?
Other than outside of swords and shields and everything. This is going to become a new thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
At least I hope so.
It'll be hard to top Defiance, though. That's one thing. I'd be worried if I was thinking about it.
But it is an interesting concept. I would never thought it would have worked, but
yeah.
You tell us differently.
Yeah, I would. I personally would give it.
What do you give this game?
I would give it an 8.5. I'm giving it a very strong 8.5.
All right, a strong 8.5.
Yeah, I think if the running animation was better, I would give it a 10.
And that's what it boils down to sometimes.
But otherwise, I don't have any real complaints about the game. I've been playing it for like, honestly, 13, 15 hours a day because I don't have anything else to do. So, and I haven't been like, oh, I'm tired of this. So I don't have any real complaints. So I mean, I guess I should give it a 9 then for all that, since I don't have complaints.
It's up to you.
I'll just dock 1 point for the running animation. That's it. Yeah. So I'll give it a 9. That's my official answer.
There you go.
What would you rate it just from looking at it?
Just from looking at it? This isn't fair, of course.
No, I mean, just your first impressions, just looking at the game.
First impressions and the ideas and everything.
Just watching gameplay.
From the looks of it, I give it a solid 8.5. I'm not so ready to give it a 9 yet, just because I don't know everything about it. But from the looks, I'll just give it an 8.5.
That's good. That's a good fucking score.
I like it. I like everything about it so far. Yeah. So.
Well, you heard it here first at Off the Dome Reviews. My name is Rob.
I'm Jay.
And this is Off the Dome Reviews. Signing out.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Off the Dome. Keep it fresh. We don't got no scripts in here, B.